When I was in Jamb, I used to buy Jamb form for a lot of people that want to, empowering them. Those that I know that are vulnerable, they don't really have the money. I buy for free and I give it to them, even before I joined politics. So when people say such things, I know the angle is coming from, because politics, when you want to hear the other side of you, whether it is true or not true, you hear it from those that are antagonizing you. Wike is not a daft. He's a very wise person, and he's a grassroots politician, and he knows he cannot impose a candidate against the will of the people, because if he does that,
Hello and welcome to Akweya TV, the station that talks about history, art, and development. My name is Folusho Oga, and I'll be your host on today's show. Today, we have Honorable Ephraim Dauda, who is the chairman of Farmers Association of Nigeria, the FCT chapter. He will be discussing with us today his political ambitions in the upcoming elections here in the FCT. Hello, sir, and thank you for coming on the show today.
yeah, my pleasure.
Okay, so we're going to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll delve right into the conversation. Please stay with us.
Akweya TV Ltd has emerged as the epitome of development journalism. At Akweya TV, news should not only focus on results, but the process of participation in the developmental journey. We actively create it through content at the core of our stories. We showcase the beauty of people living harmoniously and contributing to the society. Over the years, we have partnered with cultural promoters to host extraordinary events, such as the first ever collaboration in Abuja, Umba Apostolic Festival, Benue Heritage Festival, Akweya Children's Carnival, Eshashua, and many more. Akweya TV is the brand you can trust for history, art, cultural content, and their influence on development. Join us to inspire, inform, and make positive impact on communities and societies.
Welcome back. Honorable, so you had a good job at Jamb, and then you retired and joined politics. Why did you retire and join politics?
Well, in life, you have to know what you are made of. You have to know yourself and then redefine yourself as you keep growing. Even before I joined the civil service job, I really didn't want to work till like 35 years. I just wanted to work for just, then we used to have this idea of being pensionable. And when you are 10 years, then you are pensionable. And I said that I was just going to work with Jamb for just 10 years. So that I would be pensionable, which is sort of a security thing.
Security.
But of course, as time goes on, I was married and I really wanted to leave after that 10 years of my service. Of course, my wife, my family members pressured me and said, why do I want to leave? And I said, no, I don't have passion there. I know it's a public service, a job. I deal with people and I render service to people, but I think I can do more if I'm free. I can do more for my people. And because, of course, there are so ample opportunity in Abuja, and Abuja is just growing up. And I know if I'm free, I can actually find a way of helping my people one way or the other, other than just being tied down in a public service job. So I had passion to serve even when I was there in the Jamb, and I felt the best way is to be a free man, do business, whatever thing I make, I can also use it to help my people. And that was just the reason why I had to leave Jamb to actually step up my service to humanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are a native of the FCT?
Yes, I'm from Wushafa. We call it Clinton's Village in Bwari Area Council. That is where I come from.
Okay. So, don't you think that Bwari has a large population of non-natives? Don't you think that um, when you're voted into office, non-natives would feel like you're going to pursue the interests of your own people rather than them, especially because, like I said earlier, Bwari is a mixed population that has a number of non-natives.
Yeah, when you talk about service to humanity, you don't figure out just a particular group of people. FCT is a cosmopolitan city, and of course, it's housing a lot of Nigerians, if not the whole world. And Bwari is not an exception. We have a lot of tribes there, and we have a very, very cordial relationship with them. We are more like brothers and sisters. So it is not issue of saying you single out your particular tribe. You understand? You have friends that are not your tribe at all, that one thing or the other will actually bring you together. They could help you, you could help them in one way or the other. So it's not about just a particular people, but about the environment, the community itself, not just the tribe, as in Bagi, because I'm from Bagi.
Okay.
Yeah.
What has changed in terms of your popularity, given that in the past you have contested for the House of Reps, you've contested for this same position under the umbrella of the APC, right?
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
initially at the SDP before you moved to APC and
APC.
then PDP.
Yeah.
What has changed over the years? How well do your voters know you?
Well, I think that question will the truth of the matter is anything you keep doing over and over again, you get better in it. And I think my name is not hidden; it's a household name, and that is because I've been into this business, into this contest for a very long time. I haven't contested for House of Reps, chairman, and I'm on it again, being the third time. So definitely, I didn't just sit down. I was consulting, and I was meeting people, and the name is there. People know me, and I don't think it has also added up to my political profile that yes, I have contested two times, and then the third time I'm here again. So the popularity is there. It's not as if I'm just a baby politician trying
Okay.
to make name. I'm actually out to win election,
Yeah.
not to make name or I want people to know me. The name is already there, and I want to win election and then render service to my people.
You said the name is there, but there are gossips here and there that you did not assist your people when you were in Jamb, and and that is part of the reason why people are not supporting you. And this impression looks like it hasn't changed. What is your position on it? What is your take
Well,
on it?
that is your perception and also perception of other people that I didn't help those I could help. Well, Jamb, I retired as a principal admin officer, and if you know, Jamb is a very disciplined organization.
Mm.
I didn't have the power to employ anybody. Even the directors, there are procedures of being employed. But where everything that has to do with admission, where I can help or registration of candidates, when I was in Jamb, I used to buy Jamb form for a lot of people that want to, empowering them. Those that I know that are vulnerable, they don't really have the money. I buy and for free, and I give it to them, even before I joined politics. So when people say such things, I know the angle is coming from, because politics, when you want to hear the other side of you, whether it is true or not true, you hear it from those that are antagonizing you or that are actually, so it's not a new thing. I'm used to that, but those that know me very well, that I'm not that kind of person. I've helped in so many ways, and people can testify.
Earlier I said you were in SDP and then you moved to APC and now PDP. What is the guarantee that you will not leave PDP again?
One thing I keep telling people is that politics is all about interests. You go to where your interests will be protected, and also you go to where there is an organized setup. It's not easy of, and I keep saying that when you are an aspirant or a contestant, you don't really have a party per se. You understand? Because you can move to any other. It is when you are a party executive or so, but just a supporter or an aspirant, you move to where your interest is being protected. So there is nothing wrong with one moving from one place to the other. All that we're looking for is to grab that power and then serve the people.
What do you see as the basic challenge of your people?
Yeah, when you talk of challenges, they are numerous, and then they are also dynamic, because a problem here might not be the problem there. But basically, if we're to put them together, we know though over the years those challenges are going down because of the leadership that comes on board. Some will come and do well, some will do less. But as it is now, of course, we've had problems of roads in our communities, bad roads. We are seeing changes as it is now. We've had an issue of the healthcare center, the education. I have one vision in me that I've always wanted to have a sports center. You know, we don't have that way. It's a unifying factor, and I think those challenges. Then when we talk about agriculture, our people are predominantly farmers, and they need government intervention so that they can. Most of the food that we consume here in Abuja are produced by the locals in, you know, the interior, and if we can help them boost their production, definitely it will help the prices of goods in Abuja to be less.
Yeah.
So those are the challenges, and I think when given the opportunity, using also my experience as the Afan chairman of FCT,
Chapter.
FCT chapter, I think there are a lot of innovation that will bring into agriculture, that will bring about increased food production in FCT.
So you just listed the basic challenges of your people. So how do you think representing them will solve these challenges? And what are your credentials that make you feel you are qualified for this position, for the position of chairman?
First and foremost, I'll say I'm young, I am innovative, I'm educated, and I'm an adventurer. I love to bring in new things and put them to test that will work. And I have traveled wide, and I've seen things that we can actually introduce to our people that will help them. So I think I'll leave that where we are now. Yes, I know I have the capacity to actually change the narrative. Yes, I'm not saying those that have been on board have not done their best. They've done their best, and it's just issue of building up from where they stop. Yeah.
As the chairman of All Farmers Association of Nigeria, the FCT chapter, what impact have you brought to bear in the FCT that, and how do you think you will use that experience if elected into position?
Well, we are barely a year.
Okay.
We were inaugurated on the 7th of December last. Last year. So, but with the few months that we've been in existence, I think we can boast and say yes, we've actually brought some things to the farmers, that is, with the help of the federal government anyway. Last year we had a lot of fertilizer. We had to go to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with CBN, donated those fertilizer with the Agric Secretariat in FCT. And then we're involved in the distribution of fertilizer to all the 6 area councils were actually part and parcel of it. And then,
Yeah, there
of
has been some
course,
controversies around that. Can you shed more light on it?
controversies as in what? The distribution.
Yes.
Actually, we never had any controversies concerning the distribution. It was done purely. It was we had the agri secretariat representative with the mandate secretary present, and then we had those that actually did the distribution, which I was part of it, being farmers representative. We have the civil society. We have the the uh, the faith-based organization, the imam and pastor, one of the bishop was there. So it was something that would touch the lives of everybody. So, and we place everybody, how many bags will be given to a particular, and we ensure that all those things are distributed to those people. So I don't think there is any problem concerning that. Anybody that has an issue with that could be maybe for their own personal reason. Yeah.
The elections are upcoming, and there are, you know, I can hear a lot of people saying that it's going to be hijacked by higher political authorities, especially from the opposition party. How hopeful are you about the situation that the, the INEC is going to follow due processes as an institution and make sure that the elections are done properly?
Properly. The rumors you've heard is what we keep hearing. It happens almost every electioneering year. You could hear this or that, but I think generally, like the FCT is a peculiar a state that you cannot turn APC to, FCT to a one-party system, kind of, because everybody has a mind of its own, and then they actually come out to vote and protect their vote when the time comes. People accuse those at the top and say they will do this or that. Yes, of course, even if they don't say it, the people that are following them will say it as an intimidative tactics. You understand? But I know, like our minister, Wike is not a daft. He's a very wise person, and he's a grassroots politician, and he knows he cannot impose a candidate against the will of the people, because if he does that, of course, he has a target at the top, which he will not want to displease the locals, because politics is local. You understand? Allowing everybody to play. We know what the government have been doing for our people. We know what he's been doing for our people, whether he's APC or PDP or whatever. What we want is result. He's been giving us result, and if say politics is a give and take thing, not minding which party you belong to. If you're doing well, definitely we'll give you that support. But if you're not doing well, when the time comes, we will not give you that support. So it doesn't have to do with which party you come from. So I know those at the top will not make that mistake to say they want to make FCT a one-party system by imposing candidates against people's will. I'm so sure it will not be like that.
There are other aspirants gunning for this position. What is your hope that you're going to win over them?
Yeah, this is a game. You go into it with two, that you are going to win, you're going to win. And then I keep telling people that politics is like walking in the dark until the last day you see the light. You understand? But you do it with one faith that, yes, this is where I'm going to, and you keep going. So I have that belief with the experience I've gathered over the years, and the support I'm also getting from people, even though people could be, it's a normal thing. I'm believing that this time around, I'll get there.
Honorable Ephraimu
Dauda.
What will you do if you lose the primaries?
It's a normal thing. I just see it as a vocational kind of a thing, that of course, when I lose, there will still be time for me to contest again until I get there. I'm not tired of serving people, even without having been in any position. It doesn't deter me from rendering the help that I can render to people. So once I lose election, I go back to my normal business, and that is all. When the time comes again, I'm always there, so long as I'm healthy and alive, to render my service to the people.
To conclude the conversations, what do you have to say to your fellow party men, to other aspirants, to other people in the opposition party, and specifically to voters?
Yeah, voters, I think when it comes to general election, the party aspect of it, you leave it to the party when it comes to primary. But when it comes to general election, I always say voters should come out and do the right thing. You know who, even from the onset, you know that yes, this person can make a good leader, and then don't follow money. You understand? Because how much, I keep asking, how much do you give, do politicians give to voters? There are monies that cannot change your life. There are money that can just within a day or highest a week, they are gone. And then you start complaining about the leaders that you have mortgaged your future for. So my advice to the electorate there is to do the right thing, choose the right candidate that you think will serve you better.
All right. Thank you very much for coming on the show today. And that's it on today's episode of the show. Please don't forget to subscribe to Akweya TV. Turn on the notifications so that when new videos drop, you'll be the first to watch. My name is Fulusho Oga. Bye for now.